What's up, guys? This is Vex here. This is gonna be my first ever video, and as the first video, I'm gonna start with something simple. Normally, all my videos are gonna be about this game, but as a starter, I'm gonna start with Bloons Battles 2, and I'm gonna do a Noob to Pro series where I'm gonna basically start as a new account and make my way up, probably to the very end, the Hall of Fame, I think it was. I don't exactly remember the name. Um, but as you can see, I've started a new account and I've currently played 2 rounds and to unlock the rest. In total, you need to play 4. So yeah, I'm just gonna start playing, and the video is gonna end by the time I reach the next rank. And from what I'm seeing, it's probably gonna be like in 4 to 5 games. So yeah, let's get started. And I'll try to keep a commentary on while I play. It's kind of new to this, but after you see this video, let me know what y'all think and what I should improve. See how things go. But as beginning, I'm probably gonna use Quincy. He's very reliable as a starter, and everyone starts with the same 3 towers. Just gonna show you the path I take.
I never miss. I never miss.
But to be genuine, from what I've seen from the 2 rounds, I don't know if I was playing against like young kids that don't know how to play the game or just bots in general. But we'll see here.
Just give me a target.
We're gonna start with Quincy here, and
Give me a target.
at the very beginning, you think you should always start with like a basically red, and either start with the tack shooter, which is one of the most popular towers as a beginner. Very consistent until like the very end too. Same thing with dart. But like I said, you just set constant reds, and as soon as it hit rounds 3, you want to start sending constant blue. Unless you're using a farm strategy, but since I'm expecting new players to be watching my videos, probably won't have the farm unlock anytime soon. So I'm just gonna basically start with eco. Yeah, also what I have seen pop up is basically when someone internet is kind of being bad. So sadly, that's something that this game kind of struggles with. And for some people, you are gonna play a bit laggy, even though it's not you that has the bad internet. It's a little notice. And would you look at that?
Piece of cake.
Our player here disconnected. Nice. See, first round done. Basically, you don't have to really do anything there. It's pretty simple. Now that we're back in the main menu, though, let's see. We've unlocked the season, which is this right here. And to be honest, this is not necessarily anything special. I guess you could say this is basically like its own battle pass where you can get skins and just things to unlock, items for maybe the heroes, or just things to make your account look better, basically. So yeah, but here are these quests that you have to do to get the bananas, which goes towards the battle pass of this game, and they're normally pretty simple. So yeah, let's start my next round, see how it goes. Hope is this one just end off immediately like it just did because of our opponent disconnecting. Oh, he's also in our win streak. Maybe let's see how this goes.
We have ignition.
I
He's
never
going
miss.
Gwendolyn. Well, Gwendolyn is not bad, honestly. I genuinely think she's very good. I just, as a starter hero, I think Quincy is slightly better until you get towers that can match well with Gwendolyn, like Eyes Isis has very good synergy with Gwendolyn. So does Tack and Mortar due to the fire path, but you normally don't see people going Mortar with Gwendolyn, since Mortar is better if you use Biker Jones. Not Biker Jones, just Jones in general.
Nice.
Which I'll probably show after I'm done with this round. Again, I'm starting with the Tack Shooter. This is one of the best starting towers in this game. And my opponent has also started with the Tack Shooter, but so looking at my opponent's side, I noticed that he's doing something that normally people in the high ranks won't do. Basically, depending on your hero, you always want to start with your hero on round 1, due to the fact that your hero levels up every round, or almost every round, and becomes stronger the more they level up. So basically, as soon as you start the round, you always want to place your hero down first, basically. And I've also noticed that he has upgraded his Tack Shooters. Normally, literally just one Tack Shooter with the Blaze Shooter will protect by itself until round 8, depending on the map. Round 9, if they send you Cyber Bloons, that's when you would have to get something to help you out. And round 7, if they set constant yellows, which you're gonna see in a little bit, you might also need something for that. Or you can just use your hero ability, which is one of the things that I would recommend you to do, so you don't have to use a tower boost or waste money depending on the strat you're using. But like I said, very simple. This will basically have you good until round 7 or 9. And since I don't have a tower, I just want to be greedy with your eco. See how try to get as much money as possible. Eco is one of the most important things in this game. Eco is very important in this game, actually. Also, I also just noticed that he has the I don't know, I forgot the name of that tower. It's like the minigun. Very good tower, honestly. Pretty damn good tower. I would recommend you starting having that tower at the very beginning, like unlocking it as fast as possible, because it's very good with multiple strategies, and it's very fun to use also. But as you can see, as soon as I hit round 9, I started sending Zebras. It's a bit harder to defend than the other Bloons currently out, and of course he has upgraded to the laser shooter for the minigun, so that pretty much defends this pretty easily. But looking for what he has, he's gonna struggle on round 12. Round 12 is gonna be very hard for him to defend, from what I'm seeing. Well, not exactly round 12, but camos. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna start with... Oh! I haven't taken notice of this. You don't have the different varieties of balloons that you would have in the higher ranks. Huh. This is new for me. Okay. Normally, once you reach higher ranks, on the thing you would have different varieties of balloons. And as a newer player, you should be careful of this. You'll probably learn more about it the more you play, and it's gonna become more difficult later on. But that's surprising. I didn't really know about that. I'm gonna go more into depth on it once I've reached the rank that has them unlocked. But for now, I'm just gonna play as normal. That really surprised me. Also, as y'all can see, I'm sending the pinks. In high ranks, this wouldn't necessarily be smart to do, because pinks are, even though it's better than yellows, you run out of money and you can be rushed at any moment and most likely lose, which is not good. Especially if you're using eco strategy. People with farm have a really good advantage on you around this type of time. But looking at my opponent's side, he just put two laser minigun, which is honestly not a bad strategy.
I am Quincy.
It really isn't a bad strategy, but purples. So I'm probably gonna send a big purple rush to end this round off, because the laser miniguns have that big weakness. I don't know if the attack triggers are gonna be strong enough to get all the purples down. I'm probably gonna try it right now, honestly, since I have so much money in the hand. And I should probably also add a sharpshooter. You could also go with attack zone, but I just tend to like the dart monkey better, since it can focus on the Moab easier than what attack zone would. So yeah, around 20 a Moab gets sent, but okay, yeah, I'm gonna send him a BFB.
BFB, burn it.
See how he defends. He's probably most definitely gonna defend. Oh, yeah, he's definitely gonna defend now. He tower boosted. Yeah, got destroyed pretty easily. Once that tower boost ends, I'm gonna send another rush. Let's see. Looking into it. Yeah, I know what I'm sending. I'm gonna send some whites, purples, so I said that, and then probably have to be careful though. Can send a big ceramic rush, which is pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. And he is dead. He had no towers to defend the camo purples, which was what I was going to use earlier,
Piece
but
of cake.
camo purples aren't allowed in this game, what as I've seen. Yeah, that's our 4th win, I believe. Pretty simple wins. What's up? They just showed up. And I finally unlocked the shop. Probably gonna just go through this. The shop is basically used to unlock heroes and basically gain more monkey money. And emotes and stuff for your favorite heroes if you want to decide to buy them. And just as a little like info, every time you start playing this game, I would recommend you to go to the shop and just always grab these skip totems. I don't know if what you would call them, or reward boost tokens, and just stack up on those. They're really useful. Same thing with the banana farmer. He'll gather basically everything that has cash on the map. Probably gonna see me use that soon, honestly, because one of the first towers I'm gonna start with will have a cash ability. But as soon as I've played 4 rounds, I've gotten some monkey money, and with that monkey money, I'm gonna see which towers I can unlock. Huh. Like I've said before, the Ice Monkey is really good as a starting tower. So is Wizard. Wizard's also really good. Wizard and Ice are really good. And if you ever get the money for it, I would recommend Banana Farm and learning how to use that. I'm not a big fan of it, but I know Banana Farm is like one of the biggest meta. It has always been one of the biggest meta till this day, and it just got a massive buff, costing $100 less. But as of now, I'm probably gonna start with Ice. And now that I have Ice, I can start using Gwendolyn. When you look at its upgrades, it should be somewhere right here. Every few seconds creates a powerful blast wave of fire that pops Bloons and adds fire to nearby monkeys. Attacks doing extra damage to lead and frozen Bloons. So it's really good with Ice. It has a really good effect with it. And then the next tower I'm gonna unlock, once I've got the cash, is probably gonna be the sniper monkey. And I'll probably do another I think that's like very popular currently, but right now I'm not gonna focus on that. And I'm gonna take up the bomb shooter. I find the bomb shooter is really good, honestly, but I have more experience with the dart monkey and tag shooter, so I'm gonna just go based off of that. But bomb shooter is a really good, I wouldn't say necessarily starting tower, but it can be good if you know how to use it. It's a pretty decent tower. I'm gonna start with the attack and Gwendolyn. Let's see if I can put Gwendolyn here. It's been a while since I've used Gwendolyn, so I don't know the exact placements. The best placements for him, I guess you could say. But from what I've seen, this placement shouldn't be too bad. I should be able to defend almost everything where I place him. Okay, to the middle. I'm gonna continue with that. I'm just gonna keep emphasizing this, but as you can see, I've always just started with upgrading the tech shooter's middle path, and honestly, till round 4, you do not have to get even faster shooting or blade shooter. I would recommend having blade shooter in round 5. But right now, no matter what they send currently, nothing should get past you as long as your tech shooter is placed in a good location. But round 4, I'll recommend you buying even faster shooting if your opponent starts sending you blink, like now. And this will defend pinks. Pretty good at that too. As you can see, I was able to defend them pretty easily. No leaks. And as soon as you start sending white, I'm gonna switch to I'm gonna upgrade the attack shooter to blade shooter. If he sends white, if he doesn't, I'm gonna read a little bit, gain more cash, or save the cash until it's around 7, I guess. Yeah, around 7, so I can send constant yellow. Have a ton of cash available for it. I can greed right here also. I would normally recommend sending black balloons so you can gain more money to send black. I mean to send yellow balloons around 7. And if he sends me yellow balloons, if he sends me yellow balloons, I'm gonna use my hero ability so that I can survive it and not lose any lives.
Awesome.
Alright, normally here people would go to purple. Pretty good. Purple is really good as an eco option. I won't deny that. But I tend to either go with white or black balloons because it helps me gain a bit of cash. But it's just usually because of its strategy, which I need to gain some money before getting into the higher rounds. Now that it's strong 9, I'm definitely gonna upgrade my tax shooter to play shooter. Spend too much time without upgrading to that upgrade. As you can see, a Kemba Balloon just spawned in. He has a monkey defense. But again, at a higher rank, I could definitely push through the crossbow monkey with a big camo rush. But with what I have, this should be pretty simple, honestly. This should last me till like round 60 without issue. I'm probably gonna hit this just in case they do refresh me. The ice monkey is really good for those big rushes. I'll probably add another one here too. Yeah. Also, as you can see, perfect placements don't actually matter depending on the map or how late in the game you are, but in the very beginning, if you're playing on the windows towers later on, perfect placement doesn't matter. Just try to put them into the best location you can. Especially since I know there's a lot of mobile players on this. Perfect placement is emphasized to be very good, and it can be, but as long as it gets its job done and it's near the place you want it to be, you don't necessarily need a perfect placement, so like at the very end of the round where it will matter. But now that it's hit round 17, I'm going to start sending full peak balloons, and I'm going to get my tower ready just in case I get rushed by the opponent. And for this, honestly, I might go for the tax shooter, or not, I don't know yet. The tax shooter wouldn't be bad on this map, especially since there's so many beds for Moab. So I'll probably put the tax shooter right here. Wait until the Moab's been set. And then I will probably upgrade this to overdrive, which is very good against Moabs. side, I don't think right now, from what I can say, I don't think there's anything that I can send to in the game quickly. I'm gonna definitely try it. Other than Mohawk stuff, I'm gonna sit in a BFB. And just go with it. The BFB constant. And I'm also Bloon boost. And with this, I think yeah, I've won. That's all it takes.
It's all on fire now.
If he had any upgrades till tier 4, he probably would have survived that. The tack shooter is actually really good with tight balloons. In fact, I'm gonna show the upgrade on this game right here that I'm gonna do. But as you see your opponent send a lot, like a big rush at you, and there's a lot of balloons, and you feel like your towers won't defend, I recommend you using the tag shooter for that on the middle path upgrade, which I'm probably gonna show. I don't really like this map, but I'm gonna go with it. Quincy is definitely a better choice for this map than Gwendolyn, in my opinion.
You want some?
I'll say that now. And tag shooter isn't that great on this map either. So on this map, I'm gonna start with my Dart Monkey.
Never miss.
Since it's definitely a better choice on this map, since there's barely any good bends. But you can start with a tag shooter. We'll have to put it right here. But it can get if the enemy knows, if your opponent knows how to,
What we having?
how do I say this? Like make balloons go on top of each other, then it can definitely get through easily. And I'm just gonna say this because I know a lot of newer players don't like leaking. But leaking doesn't necessarily matter until you've reached round 40, and there's no problem with leaking here and there. It's completely fine as long as you're not trying to go endgame, which, to be honest, I'm not, so I don't really care about my leaks. And with this, I shouldn't be leaking at all. This will keep me good until later on. And normally I would add another Dart Monkey there, but I'm thinking of having my ice tower there for later on, so I'm gonna just place that ice tower there early and then add my second monkey. Above that tower.
Come on!
You always want to place your ice monkey where there's a nice bend, just like the tack shooter. That's where they really shine at. If the opponent was sending me people, you could probably do a leap a little bit more, but since you didn't, I'm fine. But normally, once they start to need white balloons, at this moment in time, you should to pop these. I recommend you having two spike-up bolts, and this will mostly defend all the whites or anything that is in the curve.
Alright.
And like I said,
come on!
I'm gonna send blacks so that once it reaches round 7, I can send a full group of yellows. very good tower. In fact, it's pretty good as like a beginning tower, but it's just a simple issue that I'm having with this location. If I send space balloons and they got through his towers pretty easily, his ricochet boomerang is not going to be pretty good at right there, if you want to be honest. I can make him lean to him more. Seriously, I mean, even though I haven't upgraded the spikeable another time, I'm basically defending a lot of yellows, but they are being spaced apart. But pretty simple to defend, honestly.
Come on.
But on higher ranks, from what I've seen, people do tend to go with the crossbow with the dart monkey, since it defends the very beginning pretty easily, honestly. In most situations it is better, but when there's like a very straight path, I recommend using the spikeable, since in general it's just a lot better than the crossbow master. As long as there's like a long path, that is.
Come on.
He used his hero ability. That gives me an idea. I'm gonna do a small rush. With this, I might be able to win. Let's see what he does. Yeah, I won. GG's.
It's all on fire now.
If he tower boosted and has his hero ability, he would have definitely survived that. But since I saw him use his hero ability, I was like, it made it perfect for me to rush him without any issues. Okay, one more game until I get promoted and end my video. Been pretty simple. Let's see. Okay, so I've gotten 500. Huh. I can now unlock a military monkey. Most people go with the Dartling Gunner. Which is honestly a good choice, or the heli pilot, which are both good. Monkey sub is also a good starter monkey, but as of right now, since I'm kind of biased and I really like the sniper monkey, I'm gonna go with this. And for now, I'm gonna be using Dart Monkey Sniper Ice, which is not a bad combination, but there's definitely better ones out there. I'll probably, on my next video, I will use one of the more popular combinations out currently. Once I've gotten enough money to unlock the bank. I mean, the banana farm. But in general, this is one of my favorite maps currently, so I'm not gonna skip it. And like I said, I'm gonna switch the what was this? The spike. No. Damn, I always forget the names. I'm very bad with names.
We have ignition.
The tack shooter. There you go.
I never miss.
I'm gonna switch to tack shooter for the sniper monkey, like I said. This path, okay, so I know y'all remember how, well, some people might remember that I said this, but I've said that when there's a long path like this, you should always start with the spike bolt, with the dart monkey. But generally, because even though it looks long, the slight angle on this path makes it hard for the spikeable to always directly hit along the path. So for this one, I'm gonna go basically the crossbow monkey path, which is what a lot of people would do. And if my opponent was sending me constant reds or blues like this, I probably would have leaked, which is no issue for me, honestly.
Awesome.
But just do this. Now that I have this unlocked, I'm gonna target it to last. And with this, I'll be fine till round 7. Since on round 7 they can send me yellow balloons, and with that I definitely have to get a monkey to help me out.
Awesome.
Because the crossbow monkey is not as good as two spikeables.
What next?
And for Gwendolyn, I would recommend putting her ability in a path that cross each other or in a corner, depending on where you placed her. That's where she'll get. It's like that's where she'll get the most value out of her ability.
Come on.
Yeah, but as soon as it hits round 5, if you're using eco strategy, I will always recommend you to send green balloon, since green balloon is currently like one of the best things you can send around 5. If you're using a farm tower,
Alright.
I'll recommend you to send white balloons. I'll go more into detail soon. Yeah, if you look into my opponent's side, he has a lot of towers placed down. I wouldn't recommend doing that, honestly. That can just, this just makes it, you're wasting too much money and you're not getting any value out of your placements.
Alright.
That's like I am. And he's about to start leaking soon. Yeah. If he just had a crossbow monkey and a spikeable or something similar to that, he would probably be fine. Or most likely be fine. But I wouldn't recommend doing what he's doing. I'm probably gonna win this match pretty easily, in fact. As soon as I start seeing Deceiver, he's 100% not gonna be able to survive long enough.
Nice.
If he doesn't add a newer tower that can extend these perfectly, he's soon about to die. Oh, that was smart of him. He almost made me need to. I put down my defense right there. Almost had me.
Alright.
And with that, the game ends.
It's all on fire now.
Yeah, what he did, just placing a bunch of towers and barely upgrading them, I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would start with I would either start with 2 spikeables or 1 crossbow monkey and then target it last depending on where it's placed. And as of now, I've been promoted. Oh, here, okay. Now the Bloon mods have been unlocked. So on the next video, I'm going to explain more about this. This is what makes this game kind of hard, I guess you could say. It depends on the opponent. But once you get promoted and you start going up against Camo Balloon and all the other balloons, it becomes a lot harder. But like I said, I'll go more into detail on my next game, on my next video. And I've noticed I've also unlocked the challenges. I'm probably also gonna do this on my videos, because on my other account I don't tend to do these, since I'm already at the very, like, the highest rank. Well, wasn't the highest rank. I got demoted recently because I stopped playing the game for a little bit. But on my other account, I'm like pretty good with monkey money, and I have all the heroes unlocked, so I really don't need this. But I'll probably do a video of me playing Bonanza or any of the events coming up. So just me playing it, and maybe show some strategies y'all could use on these events to gain more monkey money and get more experience for the heroes, as it shows here. But I'm not gonna worry about that. I've reached the newest rank and I've unlocked 2 monkeys. And with that, I'm probably just gonna end the video. And I'll probably, I don't know if I'll continue the next video today or post it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to at least get a video every day. I don't know how that'll work because I have college. But yeah, see y'all next time.